Greetings. Just Elden. Just continuing our adventure with our dex wielding blade user. Hello. Oh. That's funny. Yeah, I did this a little bit last night, so I got something that'll go with this build for a while. Yeah, I probably don't need the extra HP for a bit. Let me sort this out because this is driving me nuts. See, that potion, and 2 greases. Drawstring and Sporific is what we left. So I picked up the little light plants, and that's how bigger the map got. And the map still has more to go. And this is more of a mid. Speaking of which, I have to double check NPC quest logs since I just remembered. Is there one NPC in particular to keep an eye out for, and the rest, I'm just trying to make sure I don't hit their fail safe, so to speak. NPC specific guide. Arena, not to work. Dialogue. Walk. Okay, half of these people I don't care about. Yes, selling's pretty straightforward. Patches. Here we go. Secret. It's like beacons. Neon. Retreat gazing. Grace. Oh, okay, so I can defeat the boss at the one cave. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. So we clear, so on our agenda, we're clearing the entire of this left side. Parts of the cave here. And then most of the Caelid Wilds. The northern section's actually more of a between late game-ish difficulty-wise. Ah, this area is just the lake. Probably. Island with separate biomes, maybe. Yay. So let's focus on everything in the lakeside. As such, we're going to be marking these out. That should be quite a bit. This is nothing if I'm remembering correctly. Right over there is next. Okay, good. Enemies will draw aggro, so I just wanted to mark the markers so I'm not totally lost. Sage outfit. Found this in one of the caves last night. Compared to the outfit I wore the other day, this one is actually a lot better. Well, cosmetic wise. Oh, there should be a cave down here. Air jump. Where's the air jump take me? At dawn, thief of fire. Ow. Haha, you're out of flasks. Ow. Stay back, asshole. Flame of the Fell God, a legendary incantation. And what that does is summon a fireball, which after a while detonates. And requires 41 faith. Yeah, I tried to got 2 5s. We're going to be fine for a bit. Yeah, so when I kept double checking the whole stat building, basically as long as you're going to aim for like 40, 60, or 80, you're fine. Yeah, Rune Arc. That's how you die. If you help another player in their realm successfully complete their objective, you get a Rune Arc as a reward. And if you're doing it in offline mode, your next best option is to grab a silver pickled foot, go find an area with tons of rats, and murder them. That would be your offline farming method. I don't remember off the top of my head whether or not there's a merchant that sells an infinite source of rune arcs or not. Ooh, freezing grease. Coat this with your weapon and you inflict frostbite. And what frostbite does to an enemy, to a player, it reduces stamina, increases damage taken. Vice versa, it does the same thing. Also does damage based on their max health. Combined with blood loss is 1. Hell of a combo. Okay, there's a cave around here. Shit is weird. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so I think I'll go for 40 vigor, 40 endurance, something like that, and then just pump the rest into dexterity and see where that takes me from there. What a deep cave! Oh yeah, if you're friends with Rajir, get a keen rapier, and like I was showing off. Strong attack does a 2 poke. Don't know how long the successive attack buff. Oh, appears it lasts for like 15 to 30 seconds. A weapon is a counterattack, and a counterattack is basically when an enemy is about to strike you, strike them right back. Kind of like how enemies do that to you for clip damage. Down we go. Cannonball. Straight down that way. Or you can jump on a crystal. Yeah, this way. Hey, Lucy. Crystal snails. Yeah, if you know a good place for silver fireflies, just make silver pickled foots, farm rats. Enjoy. That or pump the rest of your points into arcane. That'll work. I found cotton. Smithing stone full. Ow. Oh, nice. Cerulean Amber Medallion increases your max FP.
Foul tarnished. What do you want? I told the all-hearing brute that I possess no such medallion. Or have you come to take more from me? Was my other half not enough? I told the all-hearing that I possess no such medallion. Or have you come to... Was my other half not enough? I told that I possess... Or have you...
Yeah.
I told you that I possess...
Wait. Ritual pod compared to items like the crack pod. Ritual pods actually have slightly more potent options. There's sort of useful, sort of eh. Let's see, so I think that takes care of most of this area. Let's see what the sending gate takes me. So that took me to the front of the Carry Academy gate. It sucks. Just lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Hey, lay down. Lay down. Lay down, silly boy. Lay down. There we go. So, let's do south of me. What I'll probably end up doing in a bit here is going to these little caves and search for smithing stones. Actually, I wonder if Roger's rapier can stab these things when I get there. And if not, then I got a flail I can use. I don't know when I get a critical input, the game's like, you can perform a critical hit. But then I press the button, the game's like, what's a critical again? Definitely not user error. Whether or not the game wants to register it. There it was. Hello. Ow. Can I get a chance to do something, please? Thank you. Oh, don't try and guard, because the weapon that the enemy is using will try and find a way to break past your guard, or at least get behind you. I know there's like 2 or 3 death birds in this area. I just didn't think to bring some holy water pots. Ow. There we go. What you got for me? Oh, I didn't take it too soon. Ooh. I can use red and blue. Basically, this will increase, I believe, your mitigation by 50%, and this one increase your damage by 20% when your health is low. I was actually looking for one of these little scarab beetles, but I think they're over here. The branch. It's a talisman. Pretty heavy talisman, too. 1.4, 1. Oh, and a lot of the bonuses for the talismans are anywhere between 5 and 15%. For a majority, anyways. Because there's like a lesser variant, and then it's like, oh, 2%. I found patches.
Oh, well. It's been a long while. It's me. Patches the Untethered. I'm still in business. If you can believe now, I'm my only supplier. So I haven't got much. Patches Emporium. Now open in Raya Lucaria. By the way, have you met that girl, Raya? She's a strange one, but I believe she was in need of help. Not that it's any of my business, but if she rings your bell, why not lend her an ear? You're making your way to the Erd Tree, no? Well, I heard something that might help. A special means of reaching your destination. Have you ever seen an Iron Virgin? The clunky contraptions are whirlwinds of sickles and spiked wheels. But long ago, they were endowed with a spell of transposition. And get this, a surviving virgin sits at the bottom of the big water wheel in the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Its transpositional powers fully intact. So right, if you get caught in it on purpose, it'll chuck you out straight at the base of the Erd Tree. Or so I'm told.
Let's see, so anything new? More PvP invasions. Alright, so she's over there. I was just over here. So I want to check down here in a minute. I think I'm supposed to go up here.
What are you looking at? Do you want to start something, mate? Ah, that necklace what you're after, is it? Well, show me what it's worth to you, and I'll consider parting ways with it. I'm not in love with it or nothing. You're a shrewd one, Chief. First, you hand me the runes. And don't. Take it.
Yep.
Thing's no damn use to anyone anyway. You're bloody
This guy is the best merchant you'll ever find in your life.
See you later. Oh, piss off. What is it now? Oh, I see. You want some of me prawn? Freshly cooked it is. All right then. It's yours. If you can meet me price, I could be persuaded to sell you some other bits too. If you've got the runes.
Yeah, he'll sell you crab later on as you complete more of the quests. But boost physical damage negation. Most enemies deal physical damage.
Oh. So you met the girl, did you? Alright, well, sod the particulars of the matter. But it ain't my fault she's stupid enough to get duped, is it? Anyway, she ain't alright now. Lucky she ain't died on the bloody roadside, I reckon. You're tarnished too, ain't you? Can you see it then? The guidance of grace, I mean. I can't see it at all no more. Makes no bloody sense anyway. Why some no-name shithead like me should get called to the lands between. Cruel bloody joke, you ask me. Maybe something went tits-up with it. Maybe it's been broke for a good long time. The Erd Tree, I'm saying. Never met someone with a taste for prawn I can trust. We'd make good mates, I reckon. I'll be seeing you.
Okay, let's see. How about do that? Yeah, in case I ever bother.
Maricas.
So that. These will sell the greases. I'm not finding much use for them. Alright. Okay, Ryan's over there, so let's go see her. Then I'll come back to that area.
The thug should be resting at an abandoned home down the way. Please. Oh, yes. That is my missing necklace. Thank you kindly. I am in your debt. Did I forget to announce myself? I am Raya, in the service of Lady Tanith of the Volcano Manor. I seek stalwart Tarnished, who might join our house. You are very brave yourself. Not only a steady hand, but a steady heart. Merciless, even to your own kind. Such strength is precisely what my mistress seeks. Please, take this. Brave Tarnished. Seek the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. Most Tarnished are doomed to wander the outskirts of the lands between, peering wistfully at the towering Erd Tree. But you are no ordinary Tarnished. And once that is proven, the Volcano Manor will fully extend its invitation to fight amongst a family of champions. Oh, and one more thing. Only for you, this land of Liurnia is connected to the Altus Plateau by the Grand Lift of Dectus, beyond the High Road. But the lift has been defunct for an age, meaning there's no simple means of passage. Instead, you must seek the old ruins in the cliff at the base of the valley, near the Grand Lift. There's an old tunnel. It was excavated from both ends, linking Liurnia to the Altus Plateau. I do hope.
Her quest line's kind of a amnesia horror story background, and she'll give you an item later that increases your damage taken. Yep. In other words, just another reason to be a masochist. Ooh. Dex Knot Crystal Tear, add that to your flask and you'll get plus 10 in dexterity when you use it. Let's get some smithing stones first, that way I can go start clearing through a bunch of enemies. And while I'm at it, now I don't need to rely on my flask to heal me anymore, just drink it, get a recovery over time effect, and dexterity. I think if I'm right, it is plus 10. Let's see, 35. Yep, 45. A crayfish or a lobster. Yeah, we don't even have those magic flowers in Night Rain, which is sad. No magic flowers, no stormhawks, no warhogs. Oh, these magic flowers love to play bullet hell with you. So when I get to this start of the game, I always go, let's go exploring all the caves first, because that's where I find all my smithing materials. That's exactly what I'm going to do, because we have 1, 2, maybe 4 caves to do, which is pretty much what the goal is going to be tonight. That should bump my twin blade from +6 all the way up to +15. Or close to it anyway. Yeah, that do go. Well, how close am I? There we go. Also a turtle. Nothing to clean here. You'll have to air jump your way here. Oh, good. Now I get to test this out. Okay, it still bounces. In that case, that's what this is for. Ooh. Actually, let's go back to the smithy. Upgrade my flail. All right, I can't exit this area because I haven't completed it. Duh. Instant scripts. This ought to be fun for you to, when you see shit like this. Walk it nice and easy. At one false move and you die. It's a jump puzzle. Running jump. Back against the wall. I still think it's funny that FromSoft didn't exactly make more jumping puzzles like this. I mean, they're aggravating, but when you do them, it's like, hey, I got something done. Yay me. Oh, at least you don't have to unless you want a somber snow. Oh God. What if we ever had a Chalice of Tears version of a jumping game and a Dark Souls game? Ooh. Yeah, that wasn't fun. But I did get it done, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Fortunately, you can kind of backtrack it when it pops up on weekly rotation. Which reminds me, if it does, we should both go there and I'll bring my Mesmer. Yeah, because if people teleport you up through teleport to friend to the chest, I can take the Mesmer and then put a. Yeah, but I can still park a character there and you can just keep spamming teleport to friend and save you how many trips back up? I'm thinking long term aspect of it. Yeah. Now, whenever you're jumping down, you got to kind of look at the bottom and be like, is this going to kill me? It's going to kill me, right? It's going to kill me. Oh yeah, that one's not as fun. I think Bloodstone Fen had a puzzle like that too. Oh look, there's a Crystallian boss all the way down there. Now you'd think I should drop down there and introduce myself. Wrong. And fuss up. Yep. So if you're a dex wielder, make sure you carry a strike weapon like this flail, or that early ass one you get right away. Just keep it for beating the crap out of stone enemies. Or if you know some spells by then, use those. Ow. You can stop shooting. Alright, it's soldier armor. I don't think even just rolling in this would be a good idea. Huh? Stats of what? Ooh, crystal knife. Blackstone, it's a dagger. Crystal knife. Good for dex, spellcaster, very fluid, has magical. Oh, this is basically light armor. It's pretty resistance against death, blight, and madness and sleep, and has some pretty decent magical defense. And the full set with the hood is like this. We can wear this. Ironically, this would be better than the Sage Hood. Then you get +1 vigor, and you get to be Little Red Riding Hood. Last time I jumped down there and beat up them, hey, this guy came in from behind me and stabbed me in the back with that. I was not having that. Ooh. Strength 8, 12 Stone Digger sorcery. And that's pretty much stone digging. Just plumbing a magic stake into your enemies. Ooh, smithing stones and somber stones. And I got two paths I could go which way. Obviously the way with the dead end. Shatter Earth spell. Cast a spell, plummet into the earth, does like a small AoE. You can take the elevator down, but it's always best to check the express route. Boss time. Now these things have solid armor. Crack their armor, they take more damage. Otherwise, yeah, I was surprised they didn't. They actually kind of do in Shadows of the Erdtree called Smith script weapons. I'll have to show you because I think one of the enemies I fight grab, and it actually scales pretty well with dexterity, if I remember correctly. Now it's going to be bugging me tonight. Okay, this area's covered. Oh wait, don't level up. Go use your smithing stones. Duh.
Well, I took you've no man to relay out your own.
Plus 10. And this takes... Oh. I could have sworn it took somber smithing stones a long time ago. Cool. In that case, give me a second. Let's see. Yeah, none of these would be a good idea. Sure. Set the key. If I need to upgrade it, I need to upgrade it. If I don't, then I don't. Yeah, whatever. There we go. I got a reasonable strike weapon that'll do some damage and blood loss. Now what I got is a bell bearing, which, when offered to the merchant, will enable him to sell you smithing stone 1 and 2, which will upgrade your weapons to +3 or +6, despite the fact you have to spend runes, but that's the cost of powerful equipment. Spend more money. Okay. Now let's take a small detour because that chakram part is bugging me. If anyone has them, she might. If not, then there's an enemy I meet right away that can drop them. Bloodstain. Nope. 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 Okay, nope. Grab my other guy then. Because I think these are throwable. I don't remember off the top of my head. Let's see, I got lucky foots. Good, I do. Oh, I do have to farm more at some point. Alright. As for the enemy that has it, that would be this one. No, didn't drop me one. That's okay. You'll notice I don't have HP flasks on this one. So I go crazy with that. Yeah, see the chakrams? They might be classified as backhand blades. I don't remember. Yeah, how about you stay back? Oh, he throws knives at me. Oh, and here's a reason why I don't use HP flasks. Okay, one more or another, we're gonna get that drop. It's bugging me, and I think it is a chakram. Good grief, game. Drop the damn chakrams. I know you can. I don't remember any other enemies nearby immediately. Because I haven't been in this DLC for maybe half a year, if not longer. Oh, of course, I get the mask. Here's how the mask looks. And it boosts your dexterity. All right, 3 kills. You don't give me what I want. It's back to the other one. I don't need my OCD torturing myself on this. Because if I remember correctly, it's either a backhand blade or Smith's script weapon. One more. Like I said, I have this character set up as a death mage sorcerer. Lots of projectiles, explosive AoE, some additional attacks, not to mention. Okay. Okay. I am not going to lose sleep over that. Instead, I'm just going to weaken it. Yeah, weapons. Mhm. Out of the earth tree, we got these claws being the hand arts, throwing blades, backhand blades. And throwing blades is weapon I'm picking up. Okay, so backhand blade. Okay, yeah, the weapon I was talking about is called the Cursed Blade Cirque. Requires 9 strength, but 22 dexterity. Its special skill is called Deadly Dance. It also inflicts blood loss. I don't think you can throw them, but you can wield them. So there's a bit of a happy medium for that. But they're classified as backhand blades, and I've used backhand blades, and they are freaking amazing. I'll try farming them sometime. They said that's one of the areas you can farm one right away, or another area. So I'll probably try and see if I can get them later tonight. It's possible you can throw them with a strong attack, maybe. I know Smith script weapons are throwable, so you might get your throwable shotguns if you get the Smith script version. Needless to say, you want chakrams? Get Shadows of the Earth Tree. Although you won't be getting those bad boys until... Let's see, I usually do complete this game, then go to the DLC. So, in layman's terms, very late game. That's out of range for a bit. Okay. Let's go get more smithing stones. But you also notice one enemy alone had like 8,000 health. Good luck doing that much. Now about this, when I played Shadows of the Earth Tree, immediately what drew me to the game is they had an armor set called the Gravebird set, and they had a few variants. The headpiece alone enhances death sorcery as well, and there's a spell called Death Hail or whatever it was, and it fires little mini spectral rings that inflict frostbite on your enemies. Grab that later. I'm more interested in the smithing stones. Here's where I'll be. Enemies made of rocks beat my weapon. Breathe in the poison mist. It is healthy for you. Songbird 4. And a little potted plant. Big stone 4. You ever heard of a bat singing? They pretty much put the whole definition of old bat. And it is a grandma. Now I know this game was serious when they're thinking, shut up, you old bat. Then you got a singing old bat. And they can be quite deadly if you're not careful. A ladder? Maybe I'll climb up. There was an item back there. Just forgot how to get there. I'm backtracking a bit. Game's way of like being like, you can't reach me. This part we can ignore because we don't want to proceed any further. This curved sword's on the heavier side, requiring mostly strength, but it also has another uncanny ability which restores health as you defeat enemies. Yeah, and even if you just want to use it for a special effect, you can just be like, oh, I'm going to do something like this. Be like, I need the health. So, at the expense of not using a shield, you just continue using your twin blade. And then swap as you need. You do that with the sacrificial axe as well if you want to have a means of restoring your FP. Yeah, now you can get up here. There we go. All right. Actually, first upgrade. You got 2 more caves to do, and then move on.
Well, I took you for no matter. It's lay out your arm.
See? I have a plus 13 twin blade. And it does 300 damage for physical power. Drink the flask and get yourself plus 10 dexterity. You're looking at 322. So a 20 increase. As it stands, every dexterity level currently increases my twin blade's attack power by 2. I should keep these on hand in case I need them. There. Yeah, those guys is so for Rudon's faction, it's red armor with a blue belt. With a lion. Oh, if I two-handed twin blade, I can still slice through them. Problem is, right their pulleys or anything. What's down here? That is one angry squid. Found a spear across Naginata. More pickaxes. I'm not going mining. This game is too ill-advanced for mining. All I have to do is walk up and collect material. I can use the cracked crystals and make some cuckoo glintstone. Mimic! Of a cart. I got explosive stones.
Good lady, where did you spring from? This was supposed to be a dead end, I'm sure of it. What's going on here? A door from thin air? Well, stranger things happen at sea, or so I'm told. But onward to the Kaled Wilds. I suppose my calculations were right all along. You should head this way as well, friend. It's time I to the festival at Redmane Castle. Doesn't the thought just set your heart aflutter? It's time at the festival. Doesn't the thought?
Yeah, remember that dead end a long time ago I didn't want to rest at? Now I can. That was too far.
It's time the festival. Doesn't the...
What, you don't want to help me out? After I solved your problem? Damn. Dun, dun, dun. Still buffing. Ow. Dun dun dun. Moonveil, one of the best magic katanas you'll ever find in your life. All strength, 18 dexterity, 23 intelligence, transient moonlight. If you're ever looking for a fast weapon with both blood loss and amazing on magic, this will be your weapon. Kill the big magma worm for a katana. I can't use it because it's a magic katana. It's one of the really highest heavy hit weapons you'll get, though. 12 strength, 18 dexterity, where the most is in intelligence.
It's time at the festival.
Doesn't the thought...
So, if you end up going through this cave, that's where you'll start off with a magic weapon early on, if necessary. Where was I going now? All right. And because I killed a magma worm, I got a worm heart, which I can cash in. Or dragon heart, yeah. Okay. Now for another cave. It'll just be faster to take this route. Now, if you remember early on, I took. Oh, how was it I never looted that? If you remember early on, I told you don't take this trap. Well, now you're going to be seeing why. Got a rune arc. Teleport me. I am ready. So imagine this. You're level 1. You're still trying to level up. You get ensnared in a trap. Not only are you unable to teleport, you also have to try and get your way out. Furthermore, and you're starting to look around gravity, and then you'll have enemies that can likely hit you really hard. But, and then you got these pest enemies that shoot spines at you. And they do have homing tracking. They're actually called pests. They're also considered worshippers of rot. Well, you get a weapon from them called Pest Glaive, and then it's like, that's pest. But yeah, first thing you'd think of is prawn, too. Without any knowledge into them. And they do have baby versions of them, too. All they do is shoot little threads at you, too. Yeah, I know, because Elder Scrolls Oblivion, you take all sorts of food items and you're like, sweet. Or al- Yeah, then you play Elder Scrolls Online, grab food items, and now you're like, great. Now I got incorrect. It's both food and a drink. You get options. I'm craving a, oddly enough, I'm craving a smoothing now. And this is why these things would kill you early on. And you'd spend a good part of 5 minutes trying to get the hell out of Dodge. Especially if you're level 1. You'd be like, where the hell's the damn exit? That's okay. They got a couple instances like that where if you take certain progression points, you pretty much lock yourself out of a lot of potential rewards because NPC stories actually skip segments when you progress out a certain length. And you're like, what? I was supposed to data mine this? Nobody told me. No, first time I played, I probably missed. Let's see. Being that the completionist I usually go, first time I played this, I probably missed 60% of the game. Well, actually, more like 50, yeah, 75%, somewhere around that. I did like 75% of the game, and then the other 25% was based on missed NPC quests and a few little secrets I didn't know about, plus a few little caves apparently I didn't notice. And this was coming from someone who played the game for 80 plus hours. And then when I started a second playthrough, I go, how the hell did I miss this? And the third playthrough, I'm saying, you gotta be joking. I missed that too? Who brought that stuff? Basically, a bigger version of that. So this thing likes to fire off spines, circle around you, stab you till you're dead. Alright, I'm almost done with this. Yeah, this is pretty much the final part of the cave, and then I can actually start exploring Lucaria. Yeah, have a good night. Alright. Just put a few things away, and I'll be with you all in a moment. What time is it anyway? You know, I'll probably take some Benadryl or something shortly. There we go. Blade's got pretty good reach, at least. Faithful Canvas's talisman basically equipped that for stronger incantation. If I remember correctly, it only increases by 5%. There's somewhere lower than that. And then I go back, upgrade what weapons I can, because that's as good as my weapons are going to get for a while. This guy's fun. Strike weapon will pretty much help you out here. Let's see. There's some lightning. Keep your distance, be careful. And don't be surprised if this stupid thing doesn't let you want to heal. Doesn't let you heal. Relax here. Keep your shield up. Stay close. And there we go. Somber Smithing Stone 6. A bunch of Smithing Stone 7, which can be used to upgrade your weapons up to plus 21. Or something like that. This will let you buy some Somber Smithing Stone 1 and 2. But you can pretty much tell you're not supposed to be here, and you'll be stuck wondering where the hell do you find a Somber Smithing Stone 5? And I've been that route before, and then next thing you know, I had to look for a smithing stone 8. I can find everything else, I just couldn't find 6 or, no, wait, 5 or 8. And it's like, oh, great. Anyways, that takes care of this area. Tunnels are now taken care of. Now I can go back to Raya Lucaria and start exploring. And on a quick push.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your own.
Just a little bit under. Oh well.
Back already, no matter.
Oh yeah, I was reading Stormblade was a lot better for it. So yeah, we'll be exploring more. We're going to take a small detour. If you remember back at the beginning, granted this was a long time before, there was a fog wall. Now you need 2 stone sword keys. Okay, a few things to note. 1, you'll get poisoned here. 2, if you're not careful, you're going to get instant killed. 3, there's a boss at the end of this that is a pain in the ass, but I think we can handle it. So, don't know till you try. Anyways, just give me a minute, and then we'll get started. So I'm thinking I might get about an hour or 2 before they say no. Probably just go to bed or hop on night rain for an hour. Okay, these chariots. They can instant kill you if you so much as touch them. There are some instances where you can survive, but that's rarely. And then there's a particular Ash of War, Raptor of the Mist, that can actually help you dodge them, ironically, and I've used it, and it's been a lifesaver. Now I can come back here when I have that particular Ash, but we're going to see how far I can get first of all. basically try to run down for the next safety. There will also be enemies that try to impede your progress. As you can see, they don't really reward much. Okay, run. Just wait. Now we're good. Okay, for this particular part, you want to wait until the chariot fully goes up. Or at least as long as you know it's going to go fully up, and then drop down. And for this little part, you're going to want to run. Or, if you happen to see this, immediately hang a left before the bridge. The reason being is you'll drop down into a safe zone. This next part gets a little more trickier. See, if you're not careful, you'll walk into a flame trap like I almost did. Knock it down with an arrow. Look around. See if there's anything worth noting. Sometimes hit the walls. Could be an illusionary wall. Some missing items if there's any. Keep going down here. Now there's a nice item here, because I've done this multiple times. If you look up, there's an enemy on the wall right there. There's also another one right above me too. These are crafted scions and or nobles or whatever the frick they want to be called. And they can be a pain in the ass because they like to hold their shield up, and unlike me, they have full 360 shielding. Lure the enemy up if you want. Okay, I thought that was both ways. This can kind of hit you hard. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Okay, so maybe a quarter of my health, but still significant. Now the reason I'm luring the enemy back here, which may end up killing me, yeah. So I think we can agree that I just made a couple mistakes there. But if you were coming here early, that would kill you, no doubt. And as such, we're allowed to make maybe a few mistakes. We haven't even gotten to the boss yet, so keep that in mind too. Just gonna drink my glass of this beer. Don't forget, there's this guy up here too. In some cases, it may not register and in some cases it does. Trying to aim at the spell is kind of difficult enough. But, and that's what I was talking about. Forget healing, this guy won't let you. Forget using the flame trap. How am I going to solve this problem? Simple. Wait. Now run like hell. Why should I do all the work when this can do the work for me? Now, if you got a pretty decent shield, you can kind of get away with this. Or the game will try and punish you for trying to, you know, outthink it, but shit happens. Anyways, it's the worst of our problems dealt with. Run straight across, and let's grab that item that was being guarded. Erd Tree's Favor, and what this does in particular is increase your maximum health, your maximum stamina, and your maximum equipment load. Not by a lot. Reasonable to an extent if necessary. I think if I remember correctly, the numbers were increases your max health by 4%, your maximum stamina by 6%, and your maximum equipment load by like 7 or something. Drop on down. Drop on down again. Stairway that way. So let's go that way. There's a lift. That'll wait. I usually just re-hit the thing because if I die, then I can just run back. Hey, as you can see, there's a banished knight. Sword key, basically got a refund. There. Now for this one, you're going to want to have a bow handy. And if you picked it up, Arrow's Reach Talisman will help you as well. So anyways, you got 3 chances. There's these three giant ass pots full of holy water or whatever. Now your objective is to make sure the holy water pot falls right on the chariot as it's traveling, which can be difficult. So we're going to try. 3, 2, 1 now. And you got to hit the string. Sometimes you want to count. How long does it take to turn? One, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 2, 3. As you can see, it was a direct miss. And that's what will happen if you successfully hit the chariot. You'll get a great bow, a special great bow that also scales with faith and does holy damage. But anyways, now that the chariot's dealt with, you shouldn't see one again. Should. I don't know, because I usually just go straight to the boss at this point. But I want to refill my flasks. So anyways, that's one particular treasure. There's a couple of dungeons with chariots, and there'll be options to defeat them, and in some cases not really. But when you do defeat them, you get a special reward. Usually a great bow, armor set, or maybe a bow or something. You know, if you remember, I took out the chariot, so we don't have to worry about the chariot killing us anytime soon. I'm free to explore. Now, as you continue running down, normally with the chariot chasing you, you'll have enemies appear. Defeat said enemies, and they won't be a problem. This chariot will pursue you all the way down, and you can go down or up. Going down will lead you to a boss. Going up, on the other hand, well, that'll lead you to a really strong incantation. Well, actually, incantation seal. And if you're an arcane user, even better. But even if you're not, you can use it with your faith, because this particular seal weighs absolutely nothing. As in, it's weightless. So you just keep it on you for the sake of having it. And there we are. I don't know if Dragon Wound Grease works on ulcerated spirits. I doubt it. I don't know if they're related. See? Scales and arcane mostly. Faith, sort of. The part where it scales in faith is more so when you use healing incantations or lightning spears. This is more so you can use Dragon Communion, and as an added bonus, it also boosts their effect too. It's also, as I said, weightless, 0.0. Now, there's a reason I have this equipped, because later on I'm going to get an incantation I'm going to be using. Or maybe I'm just going to start using certain ones. So let's make our way down. So the reward for this fight is another Banished Night Spirit. This one wields twin blades. Kinda handy, I've used it for a while. And I found something I liked a lot better, so. I think there's a Stake America here too. Okay, good. So we don't have to run all the way. Pain in the ass going back up. But as you can see, it's not a teleport trap, so you can just go home anytime. Take a prawn, take this, this. I don't know if this works on it, but I'd be willing to try. I don't know why they would give you dragon moon grease if this is not classified as a dragon. Or at least some form of living. As you can see, all my buffs did me some good because I got grab. Oh, I thought that was going to be like a longer grab. Yes, no. Now we got blood loss, poison, frostbite. I'd say blood loss or frostbite. So I got a banished knight and a golden seed for my trouble. And now this area is cleared. I'm going to go see the smith because the Dragon Communion Seal, I still intend on making this an arcane character at some point. So I'm going to upgrade this. Some more endurance. Let's see. Yeah, if I want something to throw a ball of fire, why not? Did I never get the poison misting? Oh, there it is. Support incantations. I don't have 12 faith, but with the Great Rune I kind of do. So I figured, why not? This will come in handy for when I need it. Alright. Now let's continue fully exploring.
Alright, mate.
Of course, I'd like to buy something wrong. So we go to that dimple. This one. That one. Now, for this character, when I do get arcane, I want to use draconic incantations as well as blood flame spells. to think of it, I don't think I ever saw any of these crabs in Night Rain as well. Which is kind of disappointing. I've seen crabs. Yeah, often these little shrines will have smithing stones. So it gives you a small incentive to go after them. I should be able to get quite a bit done. Oh, I got poison mist. I thought I had poison weapon. That's my bad. Oh, whatever. Still got something I can enchant my weapon with. That was to be expected. Sooner or later, the action camera would bug out on me, and you know what? Sooner or later, I wouldn't be able to dodge enemies. It's like, say you kill 5+ enemies, and the game's like, wait, you killed how many? Okay, we gotta stop you right there. I guess if I want fire damage, I should just keep that handy. Well, actually, if I want fire damage, I'll do that. Oh, here's a preview of what to expect when I make my Dragon Twin Blade Sorceress. Oh. Granted, that damage was not as high. That should give you an idea. And here comes the second one. Bullshit. Well, whatever. Do I like wasting rune arts? Yes. Should I? Eh. Granted, we're going to be doing the full offline experience. I'll go farm rats later. Or look up whatever drops them. Pretty sure someone sells an unlimited amount, but I could be wrong. That Albernark had a Shamshir. I wonder if they would drop one. First I get the halberd. Funny thing about the halberd, you need 12 strength, 12 dexterity, and only arcane. Yeah, I've been to that, I think. That one over there was what spawned the Deathbird, if I was not mistaken. Okay. Okay, this one's further south. Nice place to hide Grace. We'll go here, then here, then here. I want to cover all the water side features. Should be a beetle around here somewhere. There it is. Blood Flame Blade Incantation. Imbues your weapon with both fire magic and blood loss.
Ah, there you are. You claimed a great rune and had your audience with the two fingers at the round table home. What was your impression? Aha, your intuition serves you well. My doubts had been piling up, you see. The words of the two fingers cannot be trusted. Truly, naught but rambling, senile delusions. I believe that when the Elden Ring was shattered, the two fingers were corrupted, their guidance skewed. Even worse, the fingers harbor no love for our kind. That's the part that irks the most. Oh, I have a gift for you. Something fit only for the wise. A means for circumventing the draw of the two fingers. Give it a try, won't you? And if it please you, may we meet again. I've high hopes for you, my lambkin. Be sure to try that finger I gave you. There's no reason to dither. The tarnished were spurned by grace, forsaken by the two fingers. And now they ask you to mend their crumbling world? Your loyalties are misplaced with them. Be sure to try. I'm quite certain that you'll...
Now, this will try and teach you about PvP, but what I'm wondering is if you can progress this quest line without initiating online PvP. So we'll figure that out. Otherwise, there will be another way to get to a particular area. It'll just be way much later than it's supposed to be. So they leave behind a pool of blood. They drop blood roses, but I don't know if they drop their pneumatic warrior cookbook. There's the blood pot. Beast blood, blood rose, mushrooms, ritual pot. That might be fun to use. Also in the cursed blood. Never used them. So this is purely experimental for me. Doesn't look like it did anything. There, I don't need blood loss grease or the other grease. Just use this one. Well, that can vary. As for the weapons it's using, that would be a bloody Hellas and a reductive blade. Well, that was expected. At this point, am I surprised? Eh. Why would I be surprised?
Be sure to try. I'm quite.
It's another rune arc. Just why the hell not? Now what they mean is when an enemy is inflicted by blood flame, is that the blood loss will build up. Meaning you don't need to consecutively hit him. You know, blood's on fire! Plus, now I do have a good source of blood loss arrows if I need them. That's a pretty good duration, though, to be honest. And like I said before, it looks nice. Because it inflicts blood loss over time, you don't have to worry about it maintaining it. I don't think you can enchant a weapon that's already been influenced by it. Yes, I thought. I wasn't sure, so I just had to double check. That's a pretty good hatchet. Scales with dexterity. Strength dexterity required. Physical damage. Also has a special known as Hoarfrost Stomp. Cannot be imbued with anything else. Can't enchant it either. And it does frost buildup, so now I got a weapon that does frostbite. Right, crystal bud for freeze increase. Now as for Hoarfrost Stomp, it's actually not that bad. We treat a small frost AoE. This is getting overrated. I get you want to use the crap out of my damn rune arts, but this is getting old. But yeah, Hoarfrost Stomp may not be as effective, but it'll get the job done. I think Standard is also a strike weapon. So you can also use it for the fire damage. And if you find yourself using incantations all that often, well, good thing. Make it to keep an FP flask at hand. I don't think climbing that has any special. Yeah. It doesn't look like anything else is here. Mushrooms, lilies. Oh, glows really. Yeah, these are used for holy. Saint Nicholas. And they can do a spin attack like that. Later on, when you get to an area where you see more of these guys, their spin attack can actually kill you because it does like a multi-hit proc, I think, up to like 6, 7 strikes. All depends on whether or not they get deadlocked into you or not. Plenty of FP opportunities. The irony is that actually, if you follow them, these particular beetles will lead you to a cave. I don't think I ever found that something cool. It's just one of those stranded options, I guess. Where'd you go? Glintstone Dragon Ow. Oh, here comes the Glintstone Fire. And yes, it's got spells. Alright, what do we got? Blood Lost Knives, Dragon Moon Grease. Academy Glintstone Key. I'm fast. Now, this communion altar will teach you the basics. If you want to learn more Dragon's Communion, basically the massive altar is located either here or over here. Alright, let's keep looking around. And yes, on occasions they'll rain with a lot of fog. That way you'll be like, where the hell was I supposed to go? Check here. Go here. There. I got all of this to check later on too. Watch, I'll still continue around here. So. Oh. Now explore. So after this cave, we'll probably sign out. We got rats. See if you end up finding yourself farming a lot. It's like, oh, good. Keep a lot of silver pickled. There's a somber smithing stone. A runer! It's a nice staff. 48 intelligence to use. Speaking of crystallians. You can enchant the mace. Even better. As you can see, we get to fight two. It's got a spear, it's got a staff. Spell called Crystal Release. $41. The Crystal Sun. We could return to the entrance, or we could take the elevator. Terra Magica. If you remember from Night Rain with the Recluse, 20 intelligence raised the magic strength of those within the sigil. In other words, make your magic more powerful. Alright, where else do we go now? Finger reader. I can explore most of that. Still got a circle around the area, which will be done later. There's an Everjail here I can go to. So I can start right here and work my way down. Which sounds about right. Alright, let's do that. Who's ever you? Oh, arrogant and ow. Simple. Right blade, found axe. Basically, 3 giant glint blades. $29 faith. So yeah, you remember Irina's father who's like, oh, I chose my duty over my daughter's safety. And he was going to go murder everyone responsible for it? Yeah. They call this area the Revenger's Shack for a reason. As you can see, a bunch of people were murdered. And he's known as Edgar the Revenger. Goodbye, Edgar. Part of the quest line, because, hey, look, a Shabiri grape. Banished Knight Halberd, +8. And lots of raw meat dumplings to eat. And the halberd itself already comes with a free skill. Spinning strikes. Such as arrows while spinning. And here's how the skill looks. I wonder if you can just that and put it on the twin blade. Raw meat dumplings. All he wanted was a bunch of dumplings. It's only for pole arms. Ooh. And that is the story of Edgar, who chose duty over his father's safety and in the end became consumed by revenge. Dun dun dun. Bum, bum, bum. We can go to the left of here. Let's do that. Oh, beetle. Sword dance. As you can see, going down this road led us to a crypt. Let's go explore. Roads and catacombs. No shit. Oh, we can use sword dance on it. So here's sword dance. Ow. So sword dance is 2 rapid swings with a slam. I think I like quick step for now. You try dodging, and the game's like, hold up. Oh, like a lever. Right away. Some glow ports, which means I can start upgrading my spirits to +3. Yeah, if you start seeing stuff like this, feel free to take a look. Because if you don't, you may miss stuff like a rune arc. Or a secret path. Dead end? I think not. Another dead end. Dun 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 dun. As you can see, you're going to be expected to find illusionary walls. Jeez. Human bone shard, watchdog stuff. Now you think, is that a staff? Nah, it's a great hammer. Or 34 strength and 10 dexterities. Feel free to make a pure strength building. Go crazy with that. Trap. Magic trap. Oh, there we go. New ashes. Right out of the Lucaria soldier ashes. Now we got both Godric ashes and now right out of Lucaria. Spirit collar snail. As the name implies, it is a spirit collar. It will summon spirits to fight. Now, if you don't want to deal with all the spirits that the snail brings up, look for the spirit around the room. If you see it, beat the living crap out of it. And I got a glintstone sorcerer. Basically a better version of the noble that actually casts decent spells. Well, at least my turbine can start killing them now instead of not killing them. Now I have a meat grinder. Let's check below and see if there's anything. Poor fellow, gone mad. Yep, is he committing revenge on all the demi-humans. Oh, yeah, I guess another thing is if you're ever trying to figure out, be like, oh, this is where I find tarnished grace flowers, you can set a marker. And basically just set yourself markers to remind yourself of resources if you happen to forget about them later on. Just a slightly useful tip. Arise! So in some cases, you may run into something like this. And you're going to be asking yourself, well, how do I get up? Erudition guide thee. In other words, you need a gesture called erudition. Or, if you think about it carefully enough, you can do this another way. As you can see, you can also use the foundation of the building. So you do have options available. happens if you don't think about it, and then there are options if you do have an idea how to get it. Yeah, that cliff you can't go up until later on. So don't worry too much about it. Ow. Cerulean crystal tear and a ruptured tear. This will restore half your FP. So you got a magic restore pod if you need be. It causes the resulting concoction to explode. Personally, I never used it. Because I think it does exactly what it says it does. Just ow. Loot, loot, loot. Gotta find loot. Alright, now we just have the back of here to explore, but I'll do that later on. Alright, let's see. Okay, so basically just dodge at the last second. Might do some damage. Alright, well, that's enough for me. thinking I'd play some Shadows, but I'm just like, whatever. But anyways, that's enough for me. I'm pretty much just gonna go play some Night Rain and then go to bed. So thank you for watching, and next time, let's see, we got more of the south side to explore, the rest of the lake, some portions of the area, and yeah, we might be exploring the Academy probably soon. And then there's the northwest section of it. Either way, I'm thinking there's, what, 3-4 nights worth of content to do between the left side and the right side. Anyways, I'm out. So, yeah.